Bank Negara maintained its overnight policy rates at 3% today. This is in line with the expectations of most economists, who believe 9 months of easing inflation, together with the central bank's recent ringgit intervention, provided some reprieve for its new governor, Datuk Sheikh Abdul Rashid Abdul Ghaffur. The decision follows a 25 basis point hike in May, as Bank Negara moved to further normalise monetary policy in keeping with resilient domestic growth prospects. In a statement today, the central bank said the current key interest rate remains slightly accommodative and supportive of the Malaysian economy, as it continues to see limited risks of future financial imbalances. Bank Negara noted that following the domestic economy's strong outturn in the first quarter of the year, it has since expanded at a more moderate pace as exports were weighed down by slower external demand. Going forward, it expects economic growth to continue to be driven by buoyant domestic demand. Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim says a proposal to roll out basic income drawdown for new EPF members is in the final stages. Anwar, who is also the Minister of Finance, said Putrajaya has no objections to the plan and that any decision pertaining to it as well as its execution will be left to the pension fund. Yesterday, the EPF, a statutory body under the Ministry of Finance, said it was exploring ways to enhance the retirement landscape. This includes the introduction of a basic income drawdown, which would enable contributors to periodically withdraw part of their savings upon reaching age 55, while enabling their remaining savings in their accounts to accrue dividends. EPF CEO Datuk Sri Amir Hamzah Azizan had said that the current dispersal of its members' savings in a lump sum upon reaching retirement may not be a wise step from a social protection standpoint, as the savings might not last long. Former Ministry of Youth and Sports official Othman Arshad has been found guilty by the Kuala Lumpur Sessions Court on 32 charges of corruption and 64 charges of money laundering. According to a report by National Newswire Bernama, he was sentenced to 15 years in jail and a 284.2 million ringgit fine. Judge Kamarudin Kamsun handed down the sentence after finding that the prosecution had succeeded in proving the case beyond reasonable doubt. The judge also allowed an application by Othman's lawyer for a stay of the execution of the fine and prison sentence, with the bail increased to 300,000 ringgit with one surety, with 100,000 ringgit to be paid today and the balance before or on July 10th. The report said Kamarudin also allowed an application by the prosecution to forfeit 119 assets, including bracelets, rings, watches and cash, to the Malaysian government. He also allowed a gazette to be issued to allow third parties with interests to claim the assets, such as luxury handbags, vehicles and cash, and set September 26th as the mentioned date. The KL High Court quashed the proposed decision by the Malaysia Competition Commission, or MyCC, to impose an 86.77 million ringgit fine on the Malaysian business of Grab Holdings, in allowing the application by Grab and its subsidiaries GrabCar and MyTaxi. Judge Datuk Wan Ahmad Farid Wan Saleh ruled that MyCC's decision in announcing the proposed fine was filled with procedural impropriety and had breached natural justice. He did not award damages, as there is no proof of bad faith by the regulator in making the proposed decision, although he did order MyCC to pay 20,000 ringgit costs to Grab. MyCC had proposed the 86.77 million ringgit fine against Grab in 2019, after investigations provisionally found that the e-hailing company had abused its dominant position by imposing restrictive clauses on its drivers that prevent them from using their vehicles to promote and advertise other e-hailing platforms. FGV Holdings is expanding the reach of its dairy products brand Bright Cow to 5,000 new retail locations across the nation through the appointment of new distribution agents. In a statement today, the agribusiness concern said its subsidiary FGV Dairy Industries has signed an MOA with BXpress Marketing, RT Foods and DPO Malaysia. FGV Group Chief Executive Officer Datuk Nazrul Mansur said the new partnerships will give Bright Cow more brand visibility. He said the move is expected to boost sales growth for its dairy business by double digits next year. The dairy arm will also be introducing new offerings to the market in the third quarter of this year. Previously, Bright Cow was only available in selected stores, including Aeon, Village Grocer, Mydin, Ben's Independent Grocer and Mercato. The new partnerships will now see Bright Cow products being offered in retailers such as Jaya Grocer, Family Mart and NSK Grocer. Shares in FGV fell 1.43% to RM1.38, valuing it at 5.03 billion ringgit.